love without gold. She had everything: wealth, beauty, and power. Isabella was the daughter of one of the richest men in the country. She lived in a mansion with walls so high they touched the sky, wore clothes stitched in silk, and rode in cars most people could only dream of. To outsiders, her life seemed perfect. But behind the gates of her golden world, Isabella's heart was restless. She had seen men flock to her not for who she was, but for what she had. Every smile she received felt heavy with expectation. Every word of love was drowned in the sound of money. And deep inside, Isabella craved something rare, love that was true, love untouched by gold. So, she made a decision that would change her life forever. One morning, she stripped away the jewels, folded away the gowns, and put on a simple dress bought from a street market. She tied her hair back, walked past the guards, and left the mansion with only a small bag. To the world, she was no longer the rich heiress Isabella. She became just Bella, an ordinary girl in search of something real. She moved into a tiny apartment on the poor side of the city. The walls were cracked, the lights flickered, and the bed was barely a frame of wood with an old mattress. But for the first time, she felt free. Nobody bowed. Nobody whispered. Nobody cared who she was. It was there she met Adrian, a young man who worked 2 jobs just to support his sick mother. He was kind, humble, and full of dreams. Their first meeting was unremarkable. She bumped into him at the marketplace while buying bread. He smiled, apologized even though it was her fault, and paid for her loaf without hesitation. That single act touched her heart. Days turned into weeks, and Bella found herself drawn to Adrian. He didn't treat her like porcelain, nor did he worship her like others once did. Instead, he teased her, laughed with her, and listened when she spoke. They sat together on park benches sharing stories, ate cheap street food under the stars, and walked home in the rain without umbrellas. For the first time, Bella's heart was light. She was no heiress, no trophy, no jewel, just a girl loved for herself. But secrets are heavy, and hers grew heavier with each passing day. Adrian would talk about the rich with bitterness, calling them selfish and blind to the struggles of the poor. Bella's chest would tighten, for he did not know she belonged to the very world he despised. One night, as they sat on the rooftop watching the city lights, Adrian confessed. "Bella," he said, "I may not have money, but I swear, when I love with everything I am. One day, I'll build a life for us. A real one." His words pierced her soul. She wanted to tell him the truth, but fear held her back. The truth, however, has a way of finding its way out. One afternoon, as she walked home from the market, a black luxury car pulled up beside her. Out stepped her father, furious and desperate. "Isabella, what madness is this? Living like a beggar when you belong in a palace. Come home at once." The entire street fell silent. Adrian, who had been waiting nearby, froze in disbelief. His eyes darted between Bella and the wealthy man calling her by a name he had never heard. "Isabella," Adrian whispered. Her secret was no longer hers. The mask had fallen. She tried to explain, but her words stumbled, her tears betrayed her. Adrian's face hardened, not with hatred, but with heartbreak. "So all this time, you lied to me." The love she had dreamed of was slipping through her fingers. "I didn't lie about my heart," she cried. "Everything I felt for you was real. I only wanted to know if you could love me without gold." Adrian turned away, torn between love and betrayal. For days, he avoided her, leaving Bella alone in the emptiness she had once escaped. The mansion walls felt colder than ever, her gowns heavier than chains. But love, true love, does not die so easily. Adrian realized that though she had hidden her world, her laughter, her kindness, her warmth had never been false. What they shared was beyond wealth, beyond lies. It was real. So one evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, Adrian appeared at the mansion gates. Bella rushed to him, her eyes wide with fear and hope. He took her hand gently and said, "I don't care if you're Isabella the heiress or Bella from the market. I only care about the woman who made me believe in love again." Tears streamed down her face as she embraced him. For the first time, Isabella felt seen, not as the rich girl or the poor girl, but simply as herself. And so, the girl who had everything, gave it all up, only to find the one thing money could never buy, love without gold. Like, comment, share and subscribe for more stories.